What is up, everybody? Welcome to Saturday. Welcome to, I don't know what you call this, Black Friday weekend, holiday deals weekend, the precursor to Cyber Monday. You name it, and this is what it is. So glad you could join us again. We are going to be doing what we've done the last couple of years now, and we're going to talk about what I found out in the deals land on the internets, on what's good, what's out there for ham radio, what is something that I myself am looking at, a couple of things. And then we're going to talk about some holiday gift ideas for, you buying a gift for another ham, or maybe something that you send to your significant other and say, hey, anything here is going to be good for me. Again, thanks for everybody taking some time out of your Saturday to come say hello and come watch the chat. I appreciate it. I am watching the chat. I think we got Leia in there and some other folks. So again, everybody, thanks for coming out. All right. Oh, and we still got the song. There we go. Now we got the music off. Hi, how's it going, everybody? I am Josh, KI6NAZ. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope everything was fun with you and your family. You staying safe, doing what you got to do to avoid you-know-what in these trying days. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about ham radio. The Ham Radio Crash Course is all about creating an inclusive space, an online space. It's tough to go to clubs these days and hang out with people you might normally hang out with. So that's kind of what we're trying to do here, and a lot of other channels are doing that as well, and on YouTube. And so we do these live streams. We have a bit of fun. We're going to have a Discord after chat, as we always do. So if you're interested in that, you want to join us over there, all it is a text chat with a voice component. We'll talk about the deals that we got, hopefully this weekend, or planning to get, and other ham radio questions as well. I'll try to open up the Zoom at the end of this, but again, it depends on how much time we have. I do have a Zoom chat going, and if we get to the point where we can have people hop on, maybe you can join the Zoom chat and talk about what you bought or what you're interested in buying. So who do we got in the chat? We got Shane Hill, newbie from New Mexico. Hey, Shane, congratulations. Or I don't know if that was a newbie in that you got your license or you're joining us for the first time, but I appreciate it. K4NYM, thank you for the super chat. Josh, thanks for all the great content in 2020. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We got a little bit more time left in 2020, but I appreciate the super chat. All right. So let's see. Matthew McManus, thanks for the comment there. I appreciate it. Very good. I'm checking the chat as well as we're going just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I saw Ham Radio Dude and Jason, Ham Radio 2.0 in the house as well. Thank you guys for hanging out. They're also YouTubers. You might be familiar with them, but if you're not, make sure you go pull them up. Ham Radio Dude was recently on TO's, Temporary Offline's YouTube channel for his Ham Nuggets show that he does on Mondays. So it was fun getting to hear them. Hey, Ham Radio Dude with the super chat. Appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Very, very good. I'm curious if my audio's, is it working? Let me see. I want to hear. Let's see what Ham Radio Dude. Let's see if it plays. Let's see. I want a new truck because I have a big stack of radio in boxes. Okay. Frequently erased for privacy. I want a new truck because I have a big stack of radio in boxes that go in it. Yes, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's always the trouble. Is you get new radios, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, where do I put all this stuff? Well, why isn't it playing my my cool audio?
I know for a fact
there it is.
Radio waves is harmful.
Okay, good. It's working. I added some audio clips to that, so hopefully you guys figure out what that's saying. All right. Very, very good. Hey, we got somebody from South Africa on the Facebook side. Hey, thank you for watching on the Facebook side. Appreciate it. Ghost Tactical, what's up? Appreciate it. I haven't talked to a ghost in a long time. T.O.'s in the house there. I see him. Right on. Well, I'm stalling a little bit because, really, we're just going straight into deals and talking about some other fun stuff that you can get online right now. So I don't have a lot of news to talk about. I just wanted a nice, fun little stream. We can talk about what we're looking at on the internet for ham radio. So right on. Okay, well, we'll just dive into it. Again, thanks for coming out here. Make sure you check us out on Facebook and join the Discord as well. Again, there will be the after chat there. But here's what we're talking about today. So we're going to go through a lot of deals, and we're going to talk about some of them if I think they're a good deal, if I think that you should, spend your hard-earned money on it and all that fun stuff. And I'll take some comments that come in as well as we go. some of the radios may be of interest. I don't know. Anyway, so of course, holiday gift recommendation number 1 is you check out the merch over at hamtactical.com, and we have quite a lot of it now. That's really fueled by your recommendations. Leia and I do a podcast every week. It's called the Ham Radio Crash Course Podcast. We're very creative. And we take your email ideas and we talk about them, and sometimes we turn them into shirts. And a good example of that is the new t-shirts area. We have a good one here. I have low power. Where is it? There it is. I have low power with a, looks like a 705 radio that person is carrying, and a Yagi. So that the person who designed that gets a shirt. That's how it works. That's what we do there. So anyway, thanks for that. All right, so we're going to start our journey into online deals. We're going to go through the deals first, and then we will dive into holiday gift ideas, because a lot of the gift ideas I have not necessarily have a coupon code to go along with them. So the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to go to the Black Friday sales that are on at HRO. Now, they're generally broken up by the major brands, and then they have a couple of items that are off to the side a little bit that aren't necessarily associated with brands. So we're just going to go through some of these. You'll notice this too as you're going through this. Pay attention if you watched me last year. You'll notice that some of the deals are a bit different, a bit less of a deal than they were in 2019. Maybe that's COVID related. I don't really know, but I noticed that it's kind of like that throughout most of the websites I saw. Some of the standout items, though, we're starting at Yaesu and we'll work our way down, is the 891 is about the cheapest thing in the list this year, I noticed, for pretty much all the major manufacturers. The FT400 is not bad, but not too much of a discount. Let's see. FT70 also kind of light. The ICOM side of the house a little bit deeper. So if you were looking for a mobile, a TMD710G is probably going to be not bad. I did also want to throw out there the TM V71A. We were talking about that when we had Sean on the show. That's a fantastic radio for satellite. If you wanted to do, again, you needed the dual full duplex radio. There's a lot of people that are using that radio to do that, and so that's a good radio for that if you were interested. It's also a really good mobile radio. It's been around for a while, but it's extremely popular and well liked. All right. On the ICOM side of the house, kind of light. No 7300 deals right now, I noticed. There are no 705 deals. Obviously, that just came out, so there's not going to be a big drop in prices on that radio, I would imagine. The 718 is probably on the cheaper side of the scale of deals available, along with the IC V86, which is also pretty inexpensive, but it's already pretty inexpensive to begin with. So check out HRO. I noticed that as far as the major retailers are concerned, HRO has some pretty good deals as far as on the average. They all kind of have similar prices, so keep that in mind. Somebody said FT891. Yeah, so let me go back up to that. The 891 is 614 off of basically 640, which is, a bit of a drop, but not bad, not like it was last year, which I think was even less than that. Down on the Elinco side of the house, a little bit better, but not that great. The DJG7T is probably going to be the best deal if you're looking for an HT, and that HT is not bad for the Elinco. For some reason, the open spots are here too. That's not a bad deal for that Zoom Spot 3.5, so that's pretty good. Did I miss a super chat? I did. Jody VE5 SAR, enjoy some pie on a Saturday night. Enjoying some pie on a Saturday night get together. Thank you for joining us out here, and I appreciate the super chat. And Brad KA9JDE, totally enjoy your channel. Have you had Snake Oil Nitro Stout from Milwaukee Brewing Co.? It's an 8%. Thanks for all the great info. Brad KA9JDE. No, I have not, but with a name like Snake Oil Nitro Stout, that sounds great. I love Nitro Stout, so yeah, that would be awesome. Right on. Okay. Let's see. Moving along. Okay, so here's the big one. Where is it? Oh, you know what? I have to take the link to show you. The Bearcat's not bad. The BCD 996 PD. That's a really good scanner to begin with. If you're interested in getting a scanner, let me pull that one up. Actually, some people have been looking at scanners and commenting to me recently. That's not a bad one at all. The Uniden BCD 996 PD. I believe that does digital, and it's fully. It's fairly full-featured, but I'm not really a massive scanner guy, so just keep that in mind. But pretty good. The way HRO works is, if you're close to one of the locations and they have it in stock, it's green and it's ready to ship. That's the easiest way for me. I know I can just click on Anaheim, or if I see the green, I can just go buy it and pick it up. Let's see. R Clamp asked me, what is the best shortwave radio with single sideband that is cheap? The cheapness is the problem. Shortwave radios can be expensive. I would say, for me, if you're looking to get started in shortwave listening, check out the Texun PL660. All right, let me go down here, though, because I wanted to show you this. Want more savings? Check out our extra holiday deals with unbelievable pricing. If you click on that, here's probably one of the better deals. Where is it? The ARRL handbook, the soft copy, which is, let's see, these guys. The 6-volume, okay, so 2020, the 6-volume set for the ARRL handbook is $35. That is a good deal. So let me pull this up. Go get this. If you were thinking about getting a handbook or you don't own one yet, the best handbooks to buy are always like last year's handbooks, because they deeply discount them and you're able to get them for really cheap. So that's the best deal that I found so far on the HRO website. If you don't have a handbook, go pick up a handbook. And I imagine they'll run out of those. So you might want to think about getting that. All right, a couple of the other ones. And then they mix up some of the other deals that they already had. They're already on the main page. But that was the one that popped out at me. I was like, oh, that wasn't on the main page. The antenna books are also on sale for $30. So that's pretty good. Those are probably the best deals that I found on HRO. All right, so Gigaparts is a bit different. Well, similar. They've got the major brands. But then I noticed some of the other ones. So I'm going to skip over the major brands since HRO pretty much has those covered and the prices are pretty much the same. And I nothing against Gigaparts. I just generally support HRO because they're right down the street from me, and they've been good and kind to me. So they do have this interesting SDR though. So if you're into, ooh, that's $1,500 though. What's the discount there? This is the Sun SDR 2 Pro transceiver. Oh, that's why, because it's a transceiver. I should get my hands on one of these and give it a shot. Let me close that so I don't lose more tags. All right, let's see. Couple of things that jump out at me is hotspots. There's not a ton of hotspots on sale. HRO obviously has the Zoom Spot, and the other hotspot that's for sale is the RFinder. Now, they use the promo code HRCP, and they have different promo codes depending on the things you're looking at. So keep that in mind when you're on the Gigaparts website. And there you go. $300 for the RFind dual slot battery operated hotspot off of Gigaparts. Let me close that. Okay. All right, moving on from Gigaparts. Like I said, Gigaparts seems like more selection than HRO, a wider selection anyway. But I generally buy my stuff from HRO. All right, Bioenno. If you go to Bioenno's website, they don't have sale prices listed. But if you want to get yourself a battery, or you're planning on a portable operation, whatever, go to Bioenno's regular website or their Facebook group and use the code THANKS, and that'll get you 10% off. So right on. That is a good one. I like that one. All right. Oddity has a Black Friday sale going on, and again, it's a weekend-long sale, so you can get deals for the rest of the weekend as you think about it, mull over what you want to buy. Man, we got a lot of comments coming in, so I'll answer those in a second because I got to stop and realize I didn't get a beverage yet. What I would look at with Oddity, and I will post links in the description for all this stuff, is the G90 it's at $425, and I believe there's actually a combo kit. If you go into that, they have one. There it is. So if you buy it together, no, not with the G-Sock. What if I take the G-Sock off? There you go. So $508, you will get the cradle and the CE19 interface, and that's a very good deal. From $445 for $50 more, you get the interface, which is normally like $30, and that tray, I believe, goes for somewhere between $60 and $80. So you get a discount on the G90, and then you tack on the fan tray for the G90 and the CE19. That's a pretty good deal. So if you're looking at that, that's the best way to do it. Go to radioddity.com and then just take the G-Sock off, and there you go, $508. So that would be a good way to go. Let me grab a beverage, and then I'll answer some of these questions that are in the chat. 1 second. I do all this like setting up and stuff, and I forget to grab a drink sometime. So we're just doing the fruit cart strawberry pineapple. Whoa! Thank you very much. Green eggs and ham radio. My father KF9IV is watching, and today is his birthday. Happy birthday to your father! That's awesome. That's very cool. Thank you for watching. All of you, thank you for watching. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the super chat. So thank you. All right, let me look at some of these questions really quick. Let's see. Ghost Tactical, can you recommend a rope style antenna to wear on a plate carrier? I just linked somebody to one of those. Yeah, hold on 1 second. What's the one? Cattail. Yeah, that's it. Okay. This is the one you want. Let me throw that up here. Don't think it's on sale though. The Cattail Antennas LLC. This is the RTO rat tail wearable antenna. Comes in a multitude of different colors, from black, forest, camo, and then it's $45. And yeah, you basically route it across your webbing, your load bearing harness, whatever, and connect it to your. I don't think that's a real Harris radio. I'm going to go out on a limb, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm assuming with all those adapters the person has. Probably not real, but maybe. Yeah, and you can't change the... It comes with an adapter to go from probably PL259 or BNC, but I don't know. So that's a good one. It seems to get pretty high reviews, but yeah, keep that in mind. All right. Ryan Chase, are you going to be on HF tonight? Yeah, but not during the live stream right now. Maybe later for the after chat. And I answered the shortwave radio question. All right, very good. Jay Cruz, any good antenna on the list? I think I've got a couple. In fact, we can jump over to that right now. So Chameleon Antennas having a Cyber Monday. They didn't have a Black Friday. They're not going to say I'm the one that caused this, but I sent an email to Carl and I said, hey, any deals? And he's like, oh, I forgot to post the website. And then it went live. I think maybe it was timed to go live, but you got it. It's up. So you got a couple of different options, 10% off with the following promo codes. It's Cyber 10, and it's you get, let's see, off of the CHA SS17, the backpack, the MIL 2.0, the Quad 1, and the MCOM 3 portable. So there's quite a few antennas that are on sale. So that are these guys, the backpack, the MCOM 3 portable, which I've reviewed already. It's a good antenna, really good portable antenna, particularly for a radio like a 7300 that has a built-in tuner. If you wanted to run that portable, or any radio with a built-in tuner, and 100 watts output would be the best with that antenna. Give it a bit more power. And yeah, so that's that. Let's see what the CHA MIL 2 is. This is just the boom. Yeah, it's just the vertical portion of it. And somebody has an alarm going on. Can you hear the alarm in the background? That's fantastic. I'm so glad they got an alarm going. Oh, good, they stopped it. All right. So yeah, Chameleon does have some Cyber Monday items. You can check it out. What happened? Did I lose it? Let's go to the shop. I think you have to click on the shop here, and it shows up. There it is. Cyber Monday 2020 on the left-hand side. So that's how you get access. By the way, this vertical whip, you can use this vertical whip on a lot of different antennas. This will work with the Silver Bullet 1000, the Take It Along, the Wolf River Coils antenna. Multitude of antennas will work with that. So it's a nice whip to have on hand, the SS17. All right, what else we got? All right, so Flex Radio also has some deals going on. The 66M is on sale, but see, here's the, it's kind of the nature of the beast this Black Friday, I think. It's not that cheap. Still pretty expensive. A lot of people, though, are probably going to be looking at something more like the 6400 and a Maestro, possibly. 6600. Yeah, so it's $100 off. Not bad. The 6600 normally goes for basically $4,000, and it is on sale for $38.99. So $100 off. You'd still probably end up needing like a Maestro or something like that if you wanted to go down that road, and I don't think the Maestro is on sale. Let's see. No, it is not. So there you go. All right. Rig Expert. Rig Expert's also having a sale, and it basically goes through a lot of their AA line. So the AA230, the AA600, the AA1000, and the AA1400. There is an instant rebate that's already applied for the 230, which is a great analyzer if you were getting into building HF antennas. Basically what happens with Rig Expert is they all cover the shortwave bands, so everything in the HF space, and then they kind of go up from there when you go to like the 1400, which is all the way on the other side. That's literally the frequencies that it covers, so it goes way into the high frequencies, and that's what you're paying more for with an analyzer. If you just want to have something that you can check your HF antenna with, then you don't really need to go with a very expensive analyzer. You can just go with a simple AA230, which is a really good analyzer. It's kind of an upgrade from the one I have. The reason why you might want this, that's not a great image. The screen's a bit different, and there's a big blue bar in the middle, and that blue bar denotes where the ham band is. And that seems to be really, really helpful from just quickly out in the field, setting something up and wanting to see kind of where you're at, and you know really quickly, am I in the ham band? So. Let me close that guy. Okay. What's next? All right. Ellacraft. Ellacraft usually does a Black Friday deal, but again, a little bit of what seems to be going on this year. Little light. So, for instance, the KPA 1500, which is their amplifier, their kind of top-of-the-line amplifier, solid state, it's normally, close to $6,000, and this year you get $150 off for Black Friday. So, it's a nice perk, but it's not exactly a huge discount. And by and large, I will say with Ellacraft, they don't really have big discounts normally. Their radios hold their price really well, so they don't really dip that down that much. But if you were looking at a KX2, I do believe they do have a discount going that is about $50 off. Yeah, $45. And they also have a KX3. Again, they're saying that's assembled, but, I think most of them are all assembled at this point. Nature's Child. Why is Josh showing these? Because that's what it is today. It's the discounts for Black Friday. That's what we're talking about. We're having fun talking about Black Friday. Okay, Palomino Engineers. You guys have heard me talk about Palomino Engineers. They're doing a Black Friday deal if you use the code BF2020. I just bought, let me show you what I just bought. I went to the ferrite cores. This is my Black Friday purchase. And I went down to Mix 31. Let me go back so you can see that. Mix 31, which covers 1 through 300 megahertz. This is what I use on electronics that are noisy. And I went to the snap-on type right here. And I picked up the ferrite ring, 10 ring, and 10 snap-on 1/4 or 1/2 inch internal diameter combo pack. Now, you got two options here. So you can use their code. You can use their code, which is, where is it? Come on, buddy. Let's go back to the store. Oh, where did I lost their Black Friday deal. Let me go back. Let me go back here so I can show you. Oop, there it is. Okay. I lost it now. It's gone. Is it not Black Friday anymore? Did they get rid of it? Let's refresh the page. Well, if they got rid of the Black Friday, I was going to tell you. There it is. So you got two codes to actually try, and I don't know which one's going to get you the better discount. BF2020 is their Black Friday code, but you still have HRCC 73, which is a code they opened up for all you that watch the Ham Radio Crash Course. Again, I'm not affiliated with them. I've always really, really liked their stuff, so that's why I always kind of bring them up. They make really good stuff, so do check them out. Alrighty, next up. Always got a big shout out for Signal Stuff. The Signal Stuff is the people that make the Signal Stick. I don't think mine's gonna... Actually, I'll just hold up my HT. My HT has a Signal Stick on it. Twist it around. This is the antenna that I always recommend people buy if they're interested in a VHF, UHF antenna or want to upgrade their handy talkie antenna. The reason why is it's not just good, it also goes to support the hamstudy.org website. So if you used hamstudy.org to get your license, you might want to show some love and pick up an antenna from them. So, yeah. Let's see what they got. We partnered. Let's see. So here you go. Antennas. The super elastic black signal stick is $16. If you want it colored, it's $18.40. I have a glow in the dark one. I don't think it's going to show up on camera. Yeah, I'm literally holding like an invisible stick. Yeah, it's literally keying out. The glow in the dark one's really cool. It's more rigid, and so that's the one I've been using on my 705. When I go out in the backyard and I'm just hanging out and I want to play a little radio for some local VHF, UHF stuff. And, all right, the Signal Staff is $54. Why do I not know what the Signal Staff is? Oh, yeah, it's their J-pole. So if you're interested in a J-pole, you might want to check that out as well. Okay. Boy, everybody's asking me what mode I'm going to do tonight on HF. Well, let's wait until I get to the after chat. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Let's get through these first. Okay. So we did Palomar. Okay. Shark RF, probably one of the better hotspots, arguably the most expensive hotspot, but really, really easy to set up and really, really nice to use on your phone. Shark RF has a coupon code as well. It is BF2020. So if you wanted to get a Shark RF OpenSpot 3, for instance, which is about $300 American, you can use BF2020, and you can get that price drop down significantly. So let's look at that again. There you go. Coupon code is BF2020. So go check that out. That's probably a good way of saving some money on a Shark RF OpenSpot 3. I did review that. I was shocked at how quickly the setup was for that hotspot. Really, really cool. I'm not doing HF radio, guys, right now. I'm trying to walk through the deals. I'm not doing any radio. I'm talking to you. I literally don't even have a radio on right now. Okay, what's next? AirSpy. So a lot of people mentioned this already in the chat. The AirSpy is having a sale as well. I actually found this one through swling.com or SWL listening. The deal here is pretty good. So you can get an AirSpy, which is $250 normally, and they're selling it for $152. And then they have a couple of different options. The AirSpy R2 is the more expensive one, but that's super, super cheap to get an AirSpy combo with the SpyVerter. So it's the AirSpy SDR and the SpyVerter combo, $150. Very good deal. So that's a no-brainer if you're interested in that. So AirSpy.us is where you can get that in the States. They sell all over the world, but the best way, fastest way is for the US, for people in the US, is to go to AirSpy.us. It is somebody's asking, what is an AirSpy? An AirSpy is a software-defined receiver. It's like a shortwave listening receiver that you connect to via your computer, and you connect it to your computer, and it will allow you to display on your computer what the waterfall is and listen to basically whatever you want. The Spyverter is an up converter, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, actually. It could just be a filter. I could be totally wrong. There we go. Yeah, it's an up converter. So it'll drop. No, wait. 62 spontaneous. Doesn't say what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's an up converter. AirSpy to cover 1 kilohertz to 60 megahertz. Reference clock is on the board. Yeah. Oh, this is not just another up converter. So it must be a really, really good up converter is probably what their argument is. All right. And let's see, what else we got? Ah, yes. Powerworks. So Powerworks has got some deals going on as well. Where are they? There we go. Holiday deals. Let's go to those. They got an actually impressive amount of stuff that is for sale on the Powerworks website. So it's powerworks.com. Click on the holiday deals link, and that will take you to a 30 amp power supply. Obviously, they've got to have a toolkit with a crimping tool and power poles. That's not bad. I think that's $10 off. That's not great, but not bad. $10 off a power meter, Powerworks watt meter, which is really nice to have in line for your battery and your radio. A solar panel. Hey, they even have that Wouxun KG-UV9D. Ooh, hey, that's $10 off that radio. That's a good radio. Huh. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. But what I got asked earlier, somebody asked me about a device that would allow you to switch from mains power to solar power or onto your battery. That's what this West Mountain Radio Epic Power Gate does, is it's a backup power system. So you have a power supply that feeds it on the right-hand side. So if you had a standard ham radio power supply, like the one that they're selling, right, that 30 amp job, you plug that into that right-hand side that says power supply. And then if for whatever reason your power goes out to that power supply, like you lose mains power, then it'll start drawing off of the battery plug that you have connected. So you can have a nice little battery backup system, maybe have it on a solar panel that keeps it charged, and if the power were to ever go out, it would switch over to that power gate, and that's where the output is. So you just have one output, maybe into another bank of Andersons, and that's how you keep things topped off and charged. And it also has a solar input there as well. So a really nice little unit. If you're interested in something like that, this is probably the one that gets recommended to me more than any of them for power gate solution, for something that will allow you to redundantly fall over to a battery as you need to, is the Powerworks option. And they got a couple of other things in there as well. And an LED light strip to use in your shack. For lighting up your shack. Maybe you want to run... Oh, and it runs off power poles. Look at that. There you go. That's an LED light strip with a power pole. That's what every ham wants right there. That's what you definitely need. That's awesome. Let's see. What else we got? I jumped so far ahead. That's the ISO power. There you go. $10 off a Anderson's power bank. So you have like an input, and then you have multiple outputs with different fuses. You can change them as needed. So something like that switch that goes from mains to battery power, you'd connect into that, and then you'd have your radios connected to this to feed it 12 volts of power. So let me pull this up really quick, because that's not bad. I guess it's $10 off. That's not incredible. This is on my list, by the way. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me. I did a Q&A session on Instagram. I answered a ton of questions, just a ton amount of questions. And one of the questions that came up is, what's a handheld that's under $200 that you would recommend? And to be honest, I've talked about this many, many times. There's not a tremendous amount of what I would call good quality handhelds from the $200 to the $150 mark that kind of feel like a step up from, you know, some of the cheaper radios that exist on the lower side of the price range. This is one of them. This is a nice radio. I've got a buddy. He's a repeater owner, and this is what he daily drives, this radio. He really likes these UV9Ds. And the predecessor, he had the UV8D, which was the one that came before it. Not bad. Not bad radios at all. So, yeah, very good. All right. What's next? All right, I use this as a marker because now we're going to talk about gift ideas. So not necessarily ham radio related, but gift ideas that I think hams would like. So if you yourself want to buy yourself a gift, these are some things to think about. If you have loved ones that are asking what you would like, or you have an Amazon wish list and you want to throw things onto it, make sure you tell them about hamtactical.com, but this is really just a marker for me to know to switch over. But anyway, appreciate you taking a look at hamtactical.com. Also, the link is in the description for my Amazon store. I do have a whole list of items that I have cultivated over a while now on items that I have personally used and personally like. And that includes things I use for making videos and podcasts, things I've used for 3D printing, things I use for the Raspberry Pi and the Ham Shack videos that I've done, all kinds of different stuff. But down here at the end, gifts for hams is something that I put together. And you can basically, any one of these things I would think a ham would like or potentially need if they haven't already had or have these things. Every one of them I think is a solid buy. I got to throw some tools there in the bottom because I know myself, I use a lot of tools, believe it or not, for my ham radio work that I do. I absolutely love the Milwaukee 12-volt fuel tools. They are not as long-lasting, the battery-wise, as the 18-volt fuel Milwaukee tools, but they are much, much lighter. So a bag of the Milwaukee tools I can pack up in a real small bag. It's really super light. The batteries charge quickly. It's an absolute great kind of weekend warrior kit. You don't need something super robust most of the time. In fact, what did I do recently? I set up a bunch of Edison bulbs, exposed Edison bulbs outside in kind of a lattice pattern that goes across the backyard. And a couple of things I needed to do were to lag bolt a vertical pole into cinder blocks, and ran right through it. I got done with that, and I went and made a small enclosure, fenced enclosure. Same day, no problem. I built my workbench. Really easy, really easy stuff, weekend warrior stuff. Really, really good tools there. So I'm a big fan of that. I think every ham should have a good little toolkit on their bench. To go along with that, I did note that Home Depot has a ton of really good deals for tools, and I don't want to see all that other stuff. How dare you? There we go. There we go. So a lot of Milwaukee tools. Yeah, what is it? M18? Yeah, M18. M18 is the much larger Milwaukee stuff. And nothing wrong with DeWalt or Makita if you guys are diehard fans of that stuff. That's fine. I just prefer the Milwaukee. Yeah, this is the one I saw earlier. This is basically this is a workbench in a box instead of a shack in a box for you ham adjacent folks. It has an impact driver, a drill, a socket, an automatic socket, electric socket, a light, and then it's not really a sawzall. I think they call it a hackzall or a hacksawzall. I don't know. But that for like $200 and a charger and a bag, that's like a really good deal. It's not their hammer drill version of the M12, and it's not their new impact driver, but they're all totally serviceable and workable. But anyway, so if you're interested in that stuff, or you want to tell people, hey, I do like me some tools, and I need to outfit my shack with good stuff. Yeah, not a bad idea. Okay, Big shout out to the eevblog. If you guys, I'm assuming a lot of you are already subbed to eevblog, but he did a collab multimeter on with another company, which I don't remember who makes this. I don't remember who makes it. And I mention it in the gift ideas because I don't know when they're going to come back in stock because they sold out, but it's a really, really, really nice multimeter. For a ham, it would be absolutely perfect. It's everything you need and not much more else other than, what hams absolutely love. So again, I will post the links to the description. I was messing around with this stuff before we went live, but I've got a ton of stuff still that I want to talk to. So I'll update that and get it in the video, and then we'll go from there. Now, of course, I still have ham gift ideas. I just couldn't find discounts for a lot of stuff that I recommend. And what I recommend generally for a nice little POTA antenna or something that is not super portable, like it's luggable, but it's not like backpack, super lightweight, portable soda type antenna, is the Wolf River coil antennas. So again, link will be in the description to all of these. I do own one. You've probably already seen videos that Mike K at MRD has put out on the Wolf River coils, and they're really, really good stuff. And they have a multitude of options that you can get. The Silver Bullet 1000 is what I have. So yeah, absolutely check them out if you're interested in a portable antenna. And I'll get, what's the, let's see, the Mega, not the Mega Mini. You want the Mega Full. Where is it? Silver Bullet, Take Along Mega. Yeah, Platinum 1000 Take It Along Mega has a bigger tripod, and it's got the same center load, or not the center load, has the same coil that you can use for 10 meters through 80 meters. Good antenna system, not too expensive, pretty cool. So yeah, big shout out to them. For the admins of the HRCC, who, or at least some of them, Olight has having a big Black Friday sale, big Cyber Monday sale. A lot of their stuff is really, really cheap. Case in point, these Perrons or Piran or whatever they call them. I want one of these. I really like the 90 degree light. I really like those. Those are kind of my favorite style. And these ones actually will adapt into a headlamp. So not bad, $20 off of that. Olight makes some pretty decent stuff. This is the other one that's really good. These 2 light bundles here. So normally $98, you can get it for $60. So 40% off. I guess you have to deal with purple though. That's the only downside. And you can give that to your wife or significant other, and you keep the little black baton. And let's see. Did they drop these guys down with their TI batons? $76 down from 110. Really good deal. I found that there isn't a ham that doesn't want a good flashlight. Olights are decent flashlights. Forget Your Life says, my Olight has survived 2 trips through the washing machine. There you go. Must be good if it can live through a washing machine. Yeah. Let's see. What else? All right. Sweetwater. All right. So this is dipping into the creator realm a little bit. If you're not interested in creating content on YouTube or whatnot, this is probably not for you. But Sweetwater is where I buy a lot of my audio stuff, like these mics, these Shure SM7Bs I got from Sweetwater. And if you go to their Black Friday sales and you scroll down to content creator, we actually have a section for content creators now. You actually have some options down here, like the Zoom H8, which is an 8-input handy recorder for $350. That's on sale. And I believe they also have the one I use, which is right here. Yeah. The H6 is what I record the podcast on. Really good recorder. You probably want something lighter, though, if you were going to use this for a soda activation or or doing a satellite operation. I know a lot of people that have this, these Zoom H1Ns. They're 2-channel input or 2-channel single input handy recorders. That's $100 down from $120. That's a pretty good deal. And those are good for doing ham radio operations, recording your QSOs, and then later updating you know, with whatever when you get home to do the logs. GoPro, you know, I don't really recommend GoPros for making videos on YouTube personally, but I know a lot of people that do fine with them. That was the big one I wanted to show there. All right. Not on sale. Okay, not on sale, but a holiday recommendation. For a ham, particularly ones that have some handy talkies and may not have a APRS-enabled handy talkie, the MobiKind TNC3. It's not. It came out recently. Really, really cool. I've had a blast with that. This is kind of like the epitome of cool thing that I would get, like for Christmas or whatever, that I would really be enamored with. It's a really cool piece of kit. I've had a blast playing around with it, and it's really effective. Basically, what I've been doing with it is, let me show you. It's the little black box there underneath the OP1. So this guy right here is the MobiLink, and I've been pairing it. I've been pairing it to my Kenwood, my little Kenwood handy talkie, and connecting it via audio cables. And it's been really, really fun to do APRS with it to my phone. So my iPhone now connects via software to the MobiLink over Bluetooth, and it works really well. I went so far as to connect it to my little laptop, my Windows 10 laptop that all that stuff was sitting on. And I was doing WinLink over packet with that. So WinLink over packet radio through that Kenwood VHF radio and through the MobiLink. Really, really cool. So that's a really awesome tip for, you know, again, buying a ham, like a really cool piece of kit that's not that expensive. $120 sure is a little bit more than a Baofeng, more than 5 Baofengs probably, but not a bad idea at all. I've been having a lot of fun with that, and there will be a video coming out in the future on that device. Shout out. This is one to put in the list. I've got to give a shout out. So my the tool that's been with me a lot has been the Tactical Keychain Tuck 2. The reason is I generally carry my Delica, my Emerson Delica, but I really like having a utility knife, and these guys are so cool. So really small, fits in the pocket, disappears pretty much, and it's nice to have a utility knife so I don't have to mess around with my nice blade. Isn't that funny? Everybody, like, there's a bunch of dudes that love carrying knives, you know. I was a Boy Scout, so I carry a pocket knife. What did I end up doing? Well, now I carry 2 knives. Well, why do you carry 2 knives? Well, I don't want to dull my good knife. I want to dull my utility knife. It cracks me up. It's like, yeah, I bought a knife to use as a tool. Well, what's that for? Well, that's my knife that I can use so I don't dull my good knife. Ah, yes, very good. CountyCom. Get out of here. CountyCom. Who doesn't love CountyCom? I like CountyCom. Actually, I know some people who hate CountyCom, but that's neither here nor there. They have a couple of sales going on for Black Friday that are all, you know, cool little gear items that a ham, again, we're talking about what a ham might like. I definitely think that most hams would like any of this stuff. They've got some cool backpacks and little shopping bags that fold up, a couple of knives. Where was the really good deal that I saw? Where is it? Some of them are selling out. No, the GP5 single sideband is not on sale. I will point out, though, somebody asked what would be a good radio to get if you wanted to get started in shortwave listening. I don't know that I would recommend this radio for that individual. It's too difficult to control for somebody that's new to shortwave. Cool design, very cool form factor, but wouldn't recommend it on that level. That's an iFixit kit. No. Where is it? Might have sold out. I think it's sold out. Yeah, I think it's sold out. Shoot. Yeah, they must have all sold out like recently. Wow. Wasn't that guy? Oh, it's this. Normally $120, the titanium EDC pendulum pen. So it's a lightweight, you know, kind of EDC pen. Normally $120, selling for $80. If you like titanium stuff, this is obviously on the expensive side of EDC, so I don't know that I would necessarily point people to it. And what was the last item? Oh, yeah. So shout out. This came from the chat. I don't know who posted this. This might have been someone posted this after T.O. mentioned it. I think that's what happened. This is cool stuff. This is not ham radio related, but I think it's super cool stuff that hams would definitely love. So many cool things over on Tindy. So definitely go check out who posted it. Don posted it, N5SKT. Thank you, Don. Really cool stuff. So they have a Altair Duino Pro. So if you ever wanted an Altair 8080 clone or 8800 clone, there you go. That's pretty cool. What is the other? Let's see. What was this guy? That's a keyboard with an LCD. I don't need to see that right now. USB Explorer. IC encoders. But yeah, I'm not going to go through all 17 pages or anything like that. But really cool website that was introduced by me. Again, N5SKT, and I think that came from TO or someone. Super cool. The UK rain tracker. Not something I would have on my list, but that's a cool little project that somebody could build. Maybe send it over to Callum. May let him know. All right, how are we doing on time? Wow, jeez, that went kind of fast. I'm gonna throw my cans on. If anybody wants to go to the Zoom here, let me grab the link actually before I flip over here. Yeah, so what we'll do is if somebody wants to hop into the Zoom and talk about what they bought for Black Friday, if they bought anything, I'll let you talk for a little bit, or you can ask a ham radio question. So we'll open it up right now, and I'm gonna grab my second beverage. I'll be right back. All right, I'll pin that so we don't lose it. Okay, got a couple people joining right now. David Gray, are you there? Can you hear me? You're muted, sir.
Yeah, I'm here, thanks.
You gotta mute the live stream on your end there. You there? Sorry, I should be more specific. You gotta unmute Zoom, but mute the live stream. Still there? We might have lost him.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, great. How's it going?
Good, thanks.
So, did you buy anything for Black Friday?
Yeah, I bought the KG UV90 Mate.
Okay.
From RNL.
Ah, okay. So you're going to RNL?
For, I think, like $129.
You gotta mute yourself, whoever just joined. And so, what? Sorry, what was it? A KVE?
The UV90 Mate, the KG. Is it Ocean?
Wushin. Oh yeah, Wushin. Okay, gotcha. What was the sale price there?
$129.
Ooh, that's a really good deal. So let me pull that up. Let me get the RNL. Somebody's got a hot mic. Can you mute, please? Okay. Let me find the RNL. What else did you buy? Anything else?
No, I just got my license today.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Big congratulations.
So now I just have to figure out how to use the thing.
Yeah, that won't be too hard to get up and running now. I feel like that should be a pretty easy
I
build.
felt like it was a good one to start with.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Right on. Very good. Let me see if I can find that. I'll look for it while we take another. Go ahead, David. KB5EXY. Are you there?
Hey, Josh, I can hear you. So, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of aircraft videos as of late, just stuff related to flying, and kind of curious why the aircraft guys use AM, because I think of AM as a real scratchy mode. I'm just kind of curious, would like to get your feedback.
Well, I'm a ham, so I don't really know much about aeronautical. But I think part of it is that they've just been doing it forever. That's just the mode that they landed on, and if you got the entire world all doing the same thing, it's pretty hard to kind of change lanes, if you catch my drift. But I'll look in the chat room if anybody has a better answer for that, and we'll take them on that. Did you buy anything for Black Friday?
No, not yet.
Are you planning on getting something?
Looking around, just haven't settled.
Right on, right on. Okay, very good. Well, hang tight. Let's see. We've got Dawn is also in the house. Are you there, Dawn?
Hi, Josh. Can you hear me?
I can. Did you? What'd you pick up, Dawn, this year?
So, story behind this is that I was chatting with Jason on one of his live streams, and I was looking to see or asking around if he knew of any deals on transverters, and really there's none. So I went ahead and picked up 3 transverters today.
Okay.
440, 2 meters, and he was saying 220.
Okay.
And so I got one so I can see if I can get him someday. And by the way, just to give credit where credit is due, I heard about that Tindy stuff from Frank.
Oh, it was Frank.
Yeah,
okay.
Frank mentioned it on one of Jason's live streams.
Okay, very cool.
And looking at it, yeah, that looks like a really neat place for places to look for, kits and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things after seeing some of the builds that you did and actually building the more Sereno.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm getting into that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Some more neat things, yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. What else? Did you get anything else?
No, I mean, I've already got the 705. I already got all these other things that I bought for myself this year.
You can't have enough projects as a ham. We have to constantly be getting more projects.
Yeah, and I like the projects like the kits, right?
Uh-huh.
But buying more radios, boy, I can hardly use the ones I've got.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I've got the G-Stock here. I've got 705. I've got a little bit of everything that I bought in the last couple of months. But the transverter specifically I bought today because there's just no deal out there. And I really wanted to start doing some satellite stuff, some of the linear stuff. So I'm looking forward to that video on linears that you promised. So
What did I promise?
Oh, you said you'd have the satellite guy back sometime.
Oh,
here or something.
Yes, we've already set something up. We have loose plans for next month, December. So yeah, I had such a good time talking to Sean. We'll definitely have him back on.
I know for a fact them radio waves is harmful.
So let's see. We've got Mike joined us. So Don, hang tight. Mike, you there? I think you're there. You might have to bump up your audio.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
You're way down. Can you volume up a little bit?
How do you volume up on this?
What are you on? Are you on a phone or?
Computer.
Oh, well, you can get closer to the mic. That might be one way of getting around it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm a new ham. I just started I just passed my tech and my general.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm torn between two radios right now.
Mm-hmm.
the VX6, and the FT3D. The difference being $100.
Okay.
So I know I was watching your video recently, and there's such a big jump from the FT60 all the way up to the VX6. But I'm wondering if the FT3D is just too much.
Well, why do you want to go with the VX6?
My original start was hiking, so durability, size, battery life.
Okay. The VX6 is getting a little old in the tooth. So it is actually, forget your life, I already mentioned it, but yeah, it is submersible, so you could be fully covered in water and you can still pull it out and it'll work. If that's something you need, then that would be the way to go. I don't think it is APRS capable though, and it's definitely not digital radio capable, so you won't be able to do Yaesu System Fusion or WireX with it.
Right, that was my next interest, excitement would have been APRS. But the question comes, how accurate? So for example, if I'm in the woods and I'm high, if I could get an APRS signal out and send a message, that would be great. But as a new ham never dipping his hands, how will I know if I will, or if I'm able, or I'm just spending money for something I won't use?
Where do you live?
I'm here in New York.
Oh, yeah, you probably have APRS all over you. So you should be able to use APRS just for fun. It doesn't have to be just something you take out into the field and just to send when you have an emergency. It's a fun packet mode for sending messages.
So the FT3, that's what I'm thinking. For $100 more, it has everything. Versus $250, it's just UHF. And I've been trying to use WebSDR to listen to the 2-meter repeaters around, and they're quiet.
Well, that's true. The advantage of going with the digital is that you could always use a hotspot to be able to get into some other room or talk group or whatever that you could then have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like I said, it's either have too much or too little. And just for $250, that VX6, it's a beautiful radio, but for $250, I just don't see what you're getting for $250.
Well, it's an older radio too.
Right.
It's been around for a while. So really quick, I want to say a big thank you to Christiana. Thank you for the super chat. Said she got an Olight Perrin 2 bundle. Right on. Olight's great. They're really inexpensive lights and they're really good quality. Okay. Well, did you get any? Are you planning or thinking about anything else as far as radios go?
Well, in all this thing, I realized my next go-to. A lot of people want the base station. I want to get out. So that Ellacraft, QRP, definitely going to be in my future.
Okay. Or I haven't put my 705 review out yet, but you might want to take a look at what all the field has to offer before just diving in with the KX2, unless you're totally planning to be super, super lightweight.
Yeah, and that's the thing, as I can probably echo through everybody else. COVID has got the clubs all shut down, so Elmers are hard to find nowadays, This stuff is very helpful because it's very hard to reach out to people right now because all the clubs around here are shut down.
Yeah, well, that's kind of something that happened. I mean, we were doing the live streams before COVID happened, and we were having a lot of fun. But now that COVID has happened, yes, we find ourselves kind of in. And when I say we, I'm talking collectively, the YouTube ham radio group. We find ourselves in this situation where we become the club in a lot of ways. And again, everybody watching, I super appreciate you watching us and me. It means a lot, and I have a lot of fun doing this. So thank you all for coming out here.
Thank you for your time. I won't hold you. Someone else can get in there.
Well, I think you might have been the last one. We'll see if anybody else is waiting. I stopped looking at the participants list. So, oh, wow, we got a lot of people, actually. Sorry about that. All right, Mike, you hang tight, and Don, you can hang in here. I'm going to let Ghost in, Ghost Tactical. We follow each other on Instagram, and he's getting into ham radio. There's a couple other people that are in the waiting room, so just hang tight, and I'll try to let everybody in. Ghost Tactical, are you there? Are you getting on your mute sorted out?
Yeah, man. It just popped up. What's going on, man?
Hey, man. How you doing?
I'm living the nightmare.
So you recently kind of got bit by the ham radio bug, right?
I did. I got a buddy of mine. He works for the railroad who just got a new Motorola a few weeks ago, and he said, "Hey, man, you do this. I've got this Baofeng. I don't know what that is, but it's a UV5R. It's very simple, but man, it's kind of gotten the bug a little bit. So I reached out to you when we talked a little bit. So it's been fun. You know, I'm looking forward to taking my test. I think next weekend for tech.
Cool. Oh, you went pretty fast then. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was. None of the classes around here are doing anything right now. It's all online because of the Rona. But there is a little net that's about 45 minutes from here. I hooked up to the repeater, and they had a Facebook chat going on.
I know for a fact them radio waves is harmful.
Hours. We'll make sure that someone can test you in person. So I'm going to do that next weekend, I think.
Wow, that's cool. And you said you got a
cool.
Baofeng? You said you were getting started with the Baofeng?
Yeah, I got a Baofeng UV5R, and I know that everyone says it's basic, but I mean, for what I have right now, I mean, I think it's probably something that'll be good to kind of start out with, and you can always upgrade, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, and you know, I like to tell people, if you get into a situation where you've got Baofengs kicking around, give it to somebody that you think might be interested in radio, right? Why not just pass it forward and give it to somebody that might benefit from having it, you know?
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened with me. My buddy upgraded to a Motorola and passed this on
I know
to
for a
me.
fact
He's
them
got a
radio
Blu-ray
waves is
too and
harmful.
all of that, and I never even thought about it, but it's been fun. I've been reading a lot, studying a lot, kind of talking with, and it's amazing how many people that I didn't know that are my friends that are into radio that I had no idea.
Yeah. Real quick, let me give a shout out to Mandrake. Thank you for the super chat. Late to the show, KB0RQB. Gone a long time. Now looking to find my way back in. Any recommendations? Have a great holiday. Wow. Well, if you still have a license, whatever your license level is, get a radio that, if you have some equipment still kicking around, use what you have. We just got done talking about Baofeng. Baofengs are cheap. They're $25. There was the Wushun radio that I said, hey, that's not bad. $120 is a really good deal. I should go find that. I still got to go pull that up in RNL. I will get that, and I'll post it in the link so that it's in the description. I apologize the links aren't up yet. They will be up, though, so anybody that watched this and needs those links, I will post them. So, come back and check that. So, very good. Christiana, another super chat. Thank you. I have a FT65, FT3DR, a Anytone UV878, and a UV8X3. Wow. So there you go. You got a stable of HTs. Right up. Appreciate the super chat, too. Okay, Ghost, any other questions or comments? I'm going to let some other people in here.
No, I just want to say thanks for all the help the last week or so and all that. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'll get off and let someone else come in. But I just want to say thanks. That's all I want to do.
Hey, man, appreciate it. Super appreciate it. Thanks. And you're welcome to stay and just hang out. So R Clamp just joined us. Are you there? Or AR Clamp?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
How's it going?
So, it's going good. I was going to say, what's your opinion on getting some of the old ham radio operators and just ham in general to use some of the more fast digital modes like digital slow scan television, RDFT, and stuff like that. Also 3DB, because I've noticed, particularly where I live in Australia, there's not that many people use digital modes. It's all single sideband and CW, and I think it should be seeing some love. So,
I definitely agree. I use. Wait. So when you say fast mode, so which modes are you talking about specifically?
So high speed modes, not like BPS K31 and Olivia and stuff, like multiple kilobits per second.
Oh, okay. No, so I will admit I am new to that whole side of the house. I've started playing around with them recently, and I will be doing some live streams on them in the future. But I do know a couple of people in Australia that love them, and they have recommended them to me, and so that's why I'm taking a look at it. And so far, they've been interesting, but I'm not really at a place where I can speak with any authority. What do you think?
I think it should definitely see some more love in that, especially with Vara HF and all the RMS systems. Now they're not doo-doo anymore. We got these fast modes instead of Winmore, which is relatively slow. via HF, which is like up to, on HF I think it's like 8 kilobits per second, and on FM it's 25 kilobits per second. So you can just shoot those emails out quick, and it's just I think it's a cool way to communicate. Also, I thought. Oh,
I was gonna say, what bands do you generally run those on?
Well, I haven't got my license yet.
Oh.
I know for a fact them radio waves is harmful.
I haven't got it yet, but I was gonna get it, and then the Rona hit, and now like all the clubs are just
got it. Okay, I got it.
I do have my Baofeng UV5R
okay.
ready for commission.
Well, I will look into it, and I will do a live stream, and we'll talk about it in detail. Actually, hopefully next month. That was my plan, so I appreciate that.
I do have one video idea for you with these modes. There's a Cuban number station that you might be able to pick up called HM01, and it uses RDFT, the amateur radio mode.
Ah, okay. I like it. All right.
You can decode it.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I will do all of the above. I like that. Appreciate it. That's great.
I know for a fact them radio waves is harmful.
Quick couple of shout outs. Brooks Grant, thanks for all you do for him. Thank you very much for the super chat. And Todd KJ7JHH says, thanks, Josh. Thank you very much. And he sent 7.62. Oh, there's your video. Hold on. Let me throw it over there. There you go.
Did you see the ham radio crash?
I see it. Thank you for putting the logo up. Thank you very much. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna let somebody else in. Hang tight. Shane's been waiting. We'll let him hop in, and you're welcome to hang out. And if you guys want, you hop in. You got video. Pop the video on. Oh, Christiana sent another super chat. Boy, Christiana, thank you.
I know for a fact them radio waves is harmful.
I have a Kenwood TS430S for sale for anyone needing a starter radio. I upgraded my HF station to a Yaesu 991A and 891. So in the chat, if there's anybody who wants to take Christiana up on the sale, I don't know what she's asking for it, but yeah. Shane Hill joins us. What's up, Shane?
Not a whole lot. I've been watching your videos and the ham radio, I think 2.0 videos. And for the last couple weeks, I haven't got my license yet, but I've been consistently scoring in the 80s.
It's time. Stuff. It's time. Go take it.
I was looking, and I did a ton of. I've watched too many YouTube videos, but the Anytone from Bridgecom Systems, and I'm pretty technically proficient, and I kind of like that radio. I was wondering. I've got about $300 to spend. I was wondering what you thought about that as a first, the 87 or 878
Sure.
UV.
Did you already watch my video on it?
I have watched it several times.
I like it. It's possibly my favorite DMR handy talkie. Now, you already hit the point that I would caution anybody starting out that it's not generally the first radio I would recommend to somebody that's new to ham radio. But if you tell me that you're, kind of tech savvy, then you should be fine.
And the other thing was, I saw my local club, they have a website and they have a Facebook group, but to get in that Facebook group, you have to give a call sign. So I can't access the Facebook group yet, but I can view things on there.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I thought was helpful is it looks like someone else that had been recently new asked a question about it. And they said that several people chimed in and said they have the local code already written for that.
Oh, great. So that was going to be my next comment is generally if you got a ham club in the area or a repeater group, they'll have what's called a code plug. And a good place to start is to just get somebody's working code plug loaded onto your radio, and you'll see it in the software. You'll get an understanding really quick how a code plug works, what has to go into one, what makes them work, all that stuff. And then you can just recreate it, and it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy.
Perfect. I was just making sure. I know I've done way too much research on this thing. I'm that kind of guy. But,
it sounds to me that one, you're more than ready to go take the test. So go take the test. You'll pass. Once you hit 75%, I tell people to go take the test. And two, it sounds like you probably are studious enough that you'll be able to do it on your own without much help. And if you aren't, you're already watching YouTube videos, and there's a ton of YouTube videos on how to program DMR, so you should be fine.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your stuff. I've spent, you didn't know this, but I spent several hours with you in the last week or two.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel, sending the comments, all that stuff.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, and feel free to hang out. We're gonna let is it Claire? We'll let Claire in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Claire, are you there? Am I saying the name right? You're muted.
Oh, I bet that's her husband.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What is your name?
It's Tom. I had it set up for my my daughter who does karate. So
okay.
Excellent.
Isn't that awesome? So you can call me Claire.
All right.
Oh my God.
What was your name again? Just so I don't say Claire.
You can call me Claire. No, it's Tom.
Okay, Tom. Go ahead. Did you buy anything for Black Friday first?
What did I get? Nano VNA.
Cool. Is that off of RNL?
Actually, I looked. The Amazon price was about $10 more with a discount.
I know for a fact them radio waves is harmful.
I found that when I buy stuff on Amazon, their return policy is super cool. I mean, I bought a MFJ power supply from Gigaparts through Amazon, and it arrived in pieces. And
wow.
Yeah, shocking, right? And so I talked to Amazon, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll just we'll refund it to you." And they refunded it within, like 5 hours. And Gigaparts contacted me and said, "Hey, would you like another one?" I said, "Yeah." So the lady said to me confidentially, she said, "You're better off buying through Amazon." She says, "Because if you had bought through us, you'd have to send the box back, would have to contact our insurance company, and you could probably wait weeks before you ever saw any kind of a refund."
Oh, wow.
So that's good information to have. So
I have always argued that if you're buying a Chinese radio, like if you're trying to get a Baofeng or you're trying to get something where it has to go out of country, you're generally better off getting it via Amazon. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So I said to the lady, I said, hey, if you want to throw anything in the box on the way, for the second one for my trouble. He was like, yeah, sure. So she threw me a couple hats. I got some ICOM hats. I got some Yaesu hats.
Oh, cool. Well, that's nice. That's nice they did that.
I was kind of happy about that.
Sure.
So my question to you is, I think it was last week you did the show, and you had showed an SDR. I think it was a small black box. It was about $100. You had mentioned something about it. You had it on your bench.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name. I looked through the video 5 times. I couldn't pick it out.
Sure. So I think it's actually this black box. If you're watching the live stream, I'll grab it.
Oh, yeah.
This guy.
Oh, let me switch back over there.
That black box in the middle there underneath that little keyboard.
Let me look over here.
So that's, I think that's what you're talking about. That is an SDR Play RSP-1A. It's the base level SDR made by SDR Play. I've had it for years. I love it. I anytime you see a video of mine where I show like a big waterfall or a move around and stuff, that is what I'm using.
Wow.
It's great. It's a great little SDR.
I do have a question about that. I had watched at one point it looked like you were sitting at a kitchen table and you were doing a video on an SDR, and you had just a small aluminum whip antenna on it, and you were just breezing through, and you were pulling station after station after station after station, and it just was blowing my mind that you were getting incredible reception like that off a little antenna. I mean, I don't get that kind of reception on my 7300.
Where do you live?
I'm in central New Jersey.
Yeah, you should do better than that. But remember, an SDR is not ham. It's not a ham receiver. It's a wide-banded general-purpose receiver. So I'm pulling out FM broadcast. Who knows what kind of weird business radio stuff like that? Just local comms, right? You can pick up any of that stuff, right?
Okay.
So that's an SDR is cool because it's just kind of like it's a device for just seeing everything that's going on the band. SDRs are great because they're great to give to people to show them how radio works. there's a visual component to it. They're a lot of fun. I love SDRs.
Awesome. Yeah, it's something that's kind of piqued my interest when I saw it, and I was like, okay, that'd be something maybe to sit around and play with in the wee hours, right?
Oh yeah, because there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do it. You can set them up to do ADFC decoding. So if you had, if you're like in a flight path, I'm sure you are. You're in Jersey. There's all kinds of planes over there. You can actually use it to listen to the ADFC frequency, and you can run it through a piece of software that will decode and display on a map all the planes around you. Yeah,
that's
there's all kinds of fun stuff. I used that SDR to receive the NOAA satellite when it went overhead. That's the SDR I used to pick up the weather imagery.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, hey, man, I just got my tech a couple weeks back and studied for my general, and you reignited my fire. So, hey, thanks a million for everything that you do. I really appreciate it.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it.
Have a good night.
You too. All right, let's get Paul in here. Paul's been waiting patiently.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Paul's got his live stream on, so mute your live stream and then listen to the Zoom, Paul.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, I hear you. So we got okay. I think you got it.
You hear me better now?
Yes. How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Did you get anything awesome for the Black Friday?
Actually, I did. After I listened to you on the antenna feed last month, I bought that Suburban tri-band. I hooked it up in my apartment because I'm in an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking for something better than I have a Kenwood D74 and of course a Baofeng because everybody started with that. With the D74, I've been hitting repeaters out in Western Pennsylvania and up to Long Island, New York.
Cool.
And today, I had a couple days ago, I bought an ICOM 2730 mobile unit
mm-hmm.
and an Alinco 30T power unit,
mm-hmm.
and that's now going to be my base station at 50 watts. So I'm all kind of new to this, but so far it's been working great.
That is the same radio that I have right in front of me that I use when I'm in my operating position as a 2730. So it's a good radio.
Did you use Chirp or did you use the RT systems to?
Do you know, to be honest, I just hand programmed it for most of the repeaters that I use. It's actually pretty easy to hand program.
Okay. Yeah, because I used Chirp when I first got the Baofeng. I watched your video 15 times to go through it to make sure that it went through properly. And my Baofeng works great. The Kenwood is a lot more difficult to program, but once you get the hang of where, in other words, if you limit your repeaters to 150 miles,
mm-hmm.
you don't pick up the entire world repeaters. I don't need repeaters in Australia. But so far, I mean, I've been having a lot of fun with the whole thing. And, for me, it's a stress reliever. I work a pretty stressful job. And as you can see, my other thing is Pew Pews, and that's my Langdon Tactical.
Okay, cool.
You can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it. Yep.
Yeah. But it's been great. It's been great. I mean, I'm studying for my general. Not that I know what I would do with it once I got it. I don't really think I can do anything more than what I'm doing with this mobile. And for the money, it was on sale for about, I don't know, $240 or something. It was incredibly inexpensive
mm-hmm.
for what it is. And it's been great. I mean, sitting over here.
Oh,
Here's
cool.
My big ham. That's my big ham radio station now.
It looks good.
And you can see, you see the antenna comes through the window.
Right on.
But it's been working great.
I like it. Let me throw.
I'm one of your Patreon guys.
Oh, cool! So Thank you for that. I appreciate the support. Let me big shout out to W7EDM Ed. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's I don't. I mean, thanks. I appreciate that, R clamp. I can see myself above my head. So I think everybody starts out, fairly humble, right? A couple radios to set up a shack.
Right.
You get, everything's a shack, right? You got the antenna outside, you got a radio inside, you run, so that's your shack. And then you start getting to a point where you're like, feel comfortable. I found that once I start feeling comfortable, that's when I start looking for something new to spend time on to figure out how it works. And that's how general kind of is you'll get to a point where you're like, you're feeling comfortable all over the place, and you're like, you know what I need to do? I need to make my life harder. How do I do that? I'm going to get my general. And so you have a whole new list of challenges and things you can monkey around with.
Yeah, would you ever see those things they shoot the T-shirts in stadiums with?
Yeah, T-shirt cannon.
T-shirt cannon. So I'm thinking about getting a T-shirt cannon, but I think you have to actually get a permit for it here in New Jersey. I'm one of the few lucky permit holders in the state of New Jersey. Even though we're in New Germany, you have to go through a whole process. Even
Right.
I have to go through a whole process to get a permit to purchase a handgun. I was going to get one of those T-shirt cannons and then shoot a wire across to the trees from my deck, because I measured it's about 110 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get the cannon high enough in the trees, then I'm going to have to get a 7300 and just go crazy.
Well, see, you're saying you don't know what you do with the general, but you're already making plans to do something. So you're not fooling anybody, man. But that's how it is. That's how it is.
What I lack in knowledge, I make up with money.
And brute strength. I'm going to use a potato launcher to blast a tennis ball into a tree. No, there's a lot of there's a lot of people that do that, right? They have a potato gun that they've that takes a tennis ball, same diameter as a tennis ball, shoot that thing up into a tree, and there you go.
Yeah, and once it's in the tree, it doesn't really have to do anything, right? I mean,
yeah,
as long as the length. And then at that point, I would need an antenna tuner to make sure that it's running 50 ohms.
If you're using an antenna that needs a tuner, but if you're using an EdFed half wave, most of them don't really need a tuner.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I enjoy your chats. I get home from work on Saturday. Our store is very busy, and usually I get home about 7:30, 8 o'clock. As I'm sitting there eating dinner, I try to pick up little tidbits of information my wife tries not to let me listen because she knows it's going to cost me money. But
smart lady. Yeah, she's right. She's got your number.
But my birthday was Monday, so I bought the mobile for, and I was looking at the other one that was like a color screen and is bigger.
The Elinco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just didn't see any. I didn't see any advantage to it. Here in New Jersey, we don't have any D-Star, so they took out all the D-Star repeaters. So it's basically old school radio, works really well, and it's going to do what I need it to do for the near future.
So our clamp
but it's
is
been
that
great. I've enjoyed it.
No, sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off, but our clamp put up a new picture of me. That's from my TikTok, right, with the amp?
I believe so, yes.
Yep. I can tell because I did this dumb thing with my eyes. I'm like, why am I making my eyes look like it's... Anyway, go follow me on TikTok, Ham Radio Crash Course, and you can watch the dumb videos I post on there. So...
Yeah, but you got me through my tech. I did that by myself, and I've been averaging about 75, 85 on the general. So I think I'm going to go take that as soon as someplace opens here in Jersey that actually does it live. Can you do the general online in another state and it still counts here in Jersey?
Yeah, absolutely. Go to hamstudy.org/sessions, and it doesn't matter where you take it; it counts. It's countrywide FCC license, right?
Yeah. I've enjoyed it.
Right on.
Job.
Well, Paul, thanks for hopping on.
I don't drink beer, but I may start.
Oh, well, you don't do it on my account. If you don't start because of me. But yeah, thank you, Paul, for hopping on and sharing what you were up to. So I appreciate that. And R-Clamp, I'm just going to kick you off just for trying to troll me live on my own. Anyway, I am going to wrap up the Zoom, though, because we don't have anybody else waited. So I'm going to wrap the call up. So thank you, everybody that called in, Paul and Arclamp. I'll talk to you guys. If you join us on the Discord, I'll talk to you there, okay?
Yeah, I've been on Discord for like 2 years now.
All right, well, let's talk
I like
over there.
Discord too.
Well, yeah, good. Oh, wait, so Paul, you're on the Discord too?
I'm on Discord, yeah.
Are you on the Hammer Radio Crash Course Discord?
That's actually, yeah.
Okay.
That's where I actually got all the information on the antenna before I went out and got the antenna.
Good.
Instead of dropping hundreds of dollars on stuff that wouldn't work, one of the guys said Suburban made this the tri-band antenna. It's only about 6 feet tall, and it'll blend in, and that's what I like. I like everything to blend in, and it worked great. I mean, the only thing I forgot to do is seal it. Seal the 259, but it's been working fine. I mean,
okay.
I can't complain.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Cool.
But I'll catch you over on the Discord.
All right, let's talk over there. Thanks, guys, for calling in. All right, catch you over there. Well, thank you everybody that called into the Discord, and thank all of you too for watching me on the live stream. Oh, so Ed, join us over on Discord. You can ask Paul. He's going to go up over there right now. Link is in the description for the Discord, by the way, if you want to join us over there. That's where we do the after chat, where it's an open voice chat. We take a lot of questions, and we spend hours actually doing it, so don't worry. If you've got questions, we'll try to answer them if you follow us over onto the Discord. Okay, so I got to do something before I go. Let's see. Oh, Goodfella says, can you set up SDR up with repeaters? I'm not sure I understand the question, but there are online SDRs you can use. Go Google Web SDR. There's a whole list of them. Or Kiwi SDR. All right. Let me go ahead and wrap things up here. Big thank you to the patrons. The newsletter just went out, so go check that out if you haven't seen it already. I appreciate all your support. I realize I have to get the vote out ASAP for patron picks because that's going to be next week, and the patrons get to pick what the video will be about next Saturday. The first week of the month is always a patron picks episode, so I will let them decide what they want me to babble on about. So I hope you found something maybe this year with Black Friday. I appreciate that it was a little sparse. I think that ARRL handbook is probably still my favorite. That's my top pick. So go to HRO and go to the extra special deals there at the bottom, and it's linked in there. $35 for an ARRL handbook, and if you know, this 2019 was the year that they introduced the multi-volume handbook. Before that, it's been, and I keep my handbook right by me. It's this huge tome that you can beat somebody to death with. They switched over to multiple little volumes that fit into a box. So that's cool. If that's the one they're giving away, that's a good deal. Even if it's not, a handbook is a good deal. $35 for a handbook, pretty amazing deal. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Oz I3 says Glarg is offering free online exam for military students with ID and first responders. 73. That's fantastic note. That's a deal right there. That's a holiday deal. So Glarg, by the way, is the Greater Los Angeles Amateur Radio. Is it group? It might be group. I don't know. Somebody will correct me. Let's see. Very good. Okay, that's going to do it for me. I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you so much for watching. Post your comments below. Go check out the links in the description. Go check out my Amazon store, amazon.com shop Ham Radio Crash Course. The link is in the description for that. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you do buy something, I get a little cut of the action, a little finder's fee for bringing you over there. So I appreciate it. And I do try to curate kind of a list of items that I really like and that I recommend to people openly. No fear that they won't like the products because they're all good stuff. So go check those out. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, I am Josh, KI6NAZ. You've been watching the Ham Radio Crash Course. I will talk to you later. See ya. And then I wait. So everybody that watches me live, you get to see this last part before I click the end stream, because the Restream software, if I hit end, it'll just cut it, and there's a buffering, that whole business that has to happen. So I've got to wait for the video to catch up before I knock it loose. So anyway, yeah, I hope you join us over in the Discord. It should be fun today. Hopefully it's fun. I think it's going to be fun. There's Tank. Oh, Tank missed it. Man, sorry about that, Tank. Glarg is offering. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, look, I'm looking at all the tags that have my my name in it. Very good. Dawn! Hey, thank you, Dawn. Appreciate that. Okay. I think I'm clear now. So I'm heading over to the Discord here in a little bit, and I'll be live streaming on Twitch. So I hope to see you over there.